Most of us first learn what we know about survival from what we see on movies and in TV. But in reality, most of what you see on TV is going to end up getting you killed in the wild. So today, I am busting the top 10 myths about survival. Stay tuned. Food is your top priority. The movies often show the lone survivor struggling to find a source of food, but in reality, food is not your top priority. Shelter, water, fire, these are all higher priorities on your list than food. Without these, you could die in days, maybe even hours. However, you can survive anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks without food. Food is important, sure, but make sure you take care of your shelter, your fire, and your water sources first. Don't forget the 3-3-3 rule. You can survive 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and 3 hours without shelter. You should suck the venom out of a snake bite. Today they teach that you should not suck the venom out of a snake bite. It can cause serious life-threatening damage to your windpipe. If you are bitten by a snake, your best chance of survival is get to a hospital that is stocked with the anti-venom as soon as possible. You can spark fire by friction if you're just persistent enough. Oftentimes in movies they'll show the lone survivor trying to start a fire, vigorously, and he's not getting it at first, but he just keeps persisting and eventually has smoke and then a flame and he has fire. But in reality, persistence isn't enough. You have to have the right conditions, the materials have to be dry, and you have to have the right technique. Simply grinding 2 pieces of wood together for hours upon hours is not automatically going to create you fire. Shelter means a roof over your head. Actually, you'll lose more body heat due to the cold ground below you than you will the air above you. It's more important to create a bed that'll insulate you from the ground than it is to create a roof that'll protect you from the wind. If a bear attacks you, just play dead. So this one is partially true. So this one really only applies towards grizzly bears. Grizzly bears usually only attack you if you're somehow invading their territory, and by playing dead, they'll just assume that you're not a threat anymore. Now, if you're attacked by a black bear and you decide to play dead, well, the chances are they're just gonna eat you. Not gonna be very pretty. If you get attacked by a black bear, you have to fight back. You can't just play dead. You need to boil water for 10 minutes to disinfect it. In reality, as soon as your water hits that boiling point, it's already too hot for any bacteria to survive. Any further boiling past that point is really just a waste of fuel and a waste of water due to evaporation. Moss only grows on the north sides of trees. Well, no, not quite. Maybe in some specific spots you will see this, but it's very common for moss to grow all the way around the tree, especially in shaded forests or near water. Running water is always safe to drink. True, running water might be safer to drink than still water, but you don't know where that water is coming from. There might be a swamp just a quarter mile up the stream that's filled with all sorts of nasty bacteria. Your best bet is to find a source of water that's been naturally filtered through the Earth's surface, such as coming out of the side of a mountain, or if you were to dig a hole in a sandy bank close to a stream and let the water filter through the surface and fill up that hole naturally. But play it safe. Your best bet is to always boil your water first. You can drink salt water in small amounts. No, salt water will do nothing but dehydrate you quicker. The only safe way to drink salt water is by boiling it and then catching the steam as it rides off of it in a container or a tarp, and as it forms into water droplets, having it run down and into a separate container that's not contaminated with the salt water already. All cactuses have drinking water inside. So this myth has been perpetuated by the old Western movies, but the truth is, even after heavy rains, most cactuses have very little moisture inside of them. Even the famous barrel cactus that's often seen in old cowboy movies is mostly empty. And 4 out of 5 barrel cactus species actually contain toxins in them that if you drink them will give you diarrhea. So there you have it. That is the 10 most common survival myths. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below. If you guys know of any other survival myths, let me know down in the comments. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more survival and prepping videos.